Hello, everyone, and welcome back to In the Bag, a grab bag behind the scenes podcast. I am your host, Vallon Voyles, and today I am here with.
Hi, I'm Kim Mohnacs. I'm an actress, cast member on Grab Bag. I joined last semester, fall of 2024, and I've acted. I've acted in a lot. I've written a couple sketches since joining, and it's just a very, very fun time for me.
Yeah, well, I guess that's a good of as introduction as we got. So we're gonna find our first sketch and get into it.
All right.
I have to show my ex-wife that I'm the alpha.
Yeah.
All right, we just watched Inside of You, I See Two Wolves.
That's right. That's right.
Just, what do you want to say?
That was the first episode I ever did. It was written by Wyatt, and I remember, we had our first meeting in like August or something, and I figured, I thought to myself, if I'm going to be on this show, I might as well, get in there and start acting. So I said, screw it. I raised my hand and I got casted as that therapist that you saw. It was I was nervous, but really nervous. I think a lot of my performance, I think I took from some of the acting classes I took in high school.
Yeah.
And you can kind of tell that it's a little bit more of theater acting than camera acting.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if this is right or not, but I think it was also one of Vinny's first sketches that he was on.
I think it would have been too, yeah.
Yeah, because I think he had also just joined the show. So we were both, the newbies, and we were both really nervous. But it was great. We since that was the first episode of the season, we did the practice episode the week before, which was really great. Obviously, it gave me a chance to figure out what the heck I was doing.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's I think later on when we did season 3, my first written episode was the first episode of the season as well. But we'll get to that later, I suppose.
Yes.
Therapy Wolves. What do I say about it? I remember on set, everyone kept comparing me to Dr. House. With I don't know if you were there for that, but I remember I had the outfit on, of course, and I had this cane which didn't appear in the actual episode, unfortunately. But
yeah.
I was walking around with the cane, and everyone compared me to Dr. House with it, which I thought was great. I'm very, very glad I decided to get up and do one of the first episodes of season 2. I didn't actually write anything until the next season, but I did act in plenty of stuff.
Yeah, just getting the feel for it.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll find another one and we'll be back.
Okie doke.
It sounded like two people screaming. It was actually mostly. It was all me. It was completely me. I was screaming a lot.
All right, we just watched Did You Hear Us Last Night? Or Noisy Neighbor.
That's right. That was the working title for it, Noisy Neighbor. That is the first sketch I ever wrote for the show. For the first episode of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think I wrote it with the intention of it being filmed digitally, but we reworked it to be live on the set, which I think was a great choice.
Yeah.
Live sketches are great, and I had a super fun time getting all that sorted. Let me see. I think when I wrote the sketch, I got the idea for it. I live in a dormitory on campus, and I'm sure you can imagine that you'll hear some things in the night.
Yeah.
So you could say that it's based on personal experience in some ways.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Of course, just like the last season with the Wolves, we first did it in the practice episode.
Yeah.
Episode 0, as they call it. And in that one, instead of Nick, it was actually Vinny playing the neighbor.
Yeah.
And it was really funny seeing the difference in their performances. Morgan, they kept it pretty consistent in both episodes. But Vinny, I think the noises Vinny made while he was describing some of these moves and techniques and positions done to him by his implied partner.
Yeah.
I think he went on for like 10 seconds in the practice episode doing some kind of electric drill noise. Oh my God, it was a little scary. And then and then Nick's noises I thought were a great take on it as well. I don't know. I think having two different actors for the same character in two different run throughs of the episode or of the sketch. I think that was really fun to see play out.
Yeah.
Because I think Nick was sick during the practice episode, and that's why Vinny had to step in. Let's see, Morgan. Oh man, Morgan killed it with their performance. I mean, I remember being there watching it play out, and I felt so proud. I was riding this high, watching the light sort of leave their eyes as Nick went into absurd, unnecessary detail about what was going on. And I was very proud of my little actors, of the little bags.
Little bags.
And I'm trying to think if there's anything else about that. No, I think that's just about all there is to say about it. It was well received, and I'm very proud of the product.
Yeah. I think watching it, I was there for both practice and the first episode, right? So I think watching it, like, and, taking in, just being here and, like, thinking, okay, Kim wrote this sketch. Like, I feel like it is such, like, your vocabulary really comes to, like, Mother Hubbard. It's just something you would say. And I really like how it shows through on that. But yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. I love just going all out in my scripts and my dialogue, even in my stage directions. You can, if you read those, you can see kind of the character that I put into them.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna find another one, and we'll be right back.
Seeing in chapter 8, I really want to
know. Hillary Clinton was actually my favorite president.
All right. We just watched Feminism's Strongest Soldier.
Oh
It's
man.
a good one.
Yeah, that episode. Of course, I was only a minor role in that one, but it was great. I remember being in the writers' room when that was pitched. Very great concept. There were a couple things that were changed from the writers' room to screen. Like originally, Tyler's character, God, what was his name? I don't remember. Chad. Yeah, Chad was supposed to rip off his shirt to reveal the big women tattoo, which instead got replaced with him taking off his hat and having the face tattoo, which unfortunately they never really got a close-up shot of that, which is a shame. I think he even it was such a last-minute change that by the time we got to the studio, he had already had women written on his chest, and he was prepared to rip a T-shirt in half. But of course, it was all the questions coming where you really want to rip a T-shirt, or how are the lavs gonna work with that, all that stuff. So it's a shame that didn't get realized, but still came out to be a great sketch, and I have even more things to say. For one thing, you might have noticed he does not call us by the right names in this sketch. Like I think my character's name was Jessica. He calls me like Jen. Calls me like, I don't know, another name or two throughout the sketch, just like never consistent with it at all, which is hilarious. I think he came up with that while we were doing run-throughs. No, I think that was in the script.
Okay.
But great thing. Let's see, what else? Oh, that's right. He brought up gay marriage, and you didn't see this in the video, but he pointed right at me when he said gay people. He pointed right at me, and he did that in the run-throughs, and it was the funniest thing ever. Oh my goodness.
That's really good.
Just like stuck his finger right in my face. Gay people couldn't even get married. Tragic.
It's so funny.
Let's see. I think there was something else. I don't know. I definitely tried to react to everything he was saying, of course, as you do, and it was a little hard to keep in character. Run-throughs, and then when we went live, it was a challenge. Tyler really killed it with that. So shout out Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like when he starts getting in people's faces because they're just like, try not to break.
Oh my god. Yeah. It was.
It's a good one. I also noticed for people who, because this is a podcast and you can't see, you're wearing the same vest.
Yeah, I'm always wearing this vest pretty much.
Sure.
So yeah, same vest.
Yep. All right, well, we're going to find another one, and we'll be right back.
All right.
What the hell is that?
The name's Gene.
Yeah, just give us just 1 sec.
All right, we just watched Gene Science.
Yes, Gene Science. That was the second sketch I wrote, and that was probably the one I worked on the longest, as in I believe the concept was conceived in the previous semester during season 2.
Oh.
Yeah. First idea I ever had, pretty much, but it never came to realization until I guess a month ago or so when of course I finalized it, shot it, and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so much to talk about with this. My first digital sketch ever. Very, very fun to create, even with all the hiccups.
Yeah.
Let's see. For instance, originally it was going to be starring Nick and Anthony,
Okay.
because those two, they just have great chemistry
Yeah.
together. You know that.
Yes.
Oh my God, they are great together. Unfortunately, Anthony had to bail. I think he had to work on some other thing at that evening.
Okay.
So Sophia was gracious enough to fill in. However, I think she also had an obligation very shortly after we filmed, so it would kind of rush things a little. But that's just what happens when you're filming.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was also a cut scene, a deleted scene that, well, I say deleted scene, but it was never even filmed. It was just not filmed.
Okay.
It was supposed to be in the beginning, and the two characters it was supposed to be kind of expository. These two characters would just be walking down this hallway into the lab, and the one doctor, Nick, he would start to introduce this whatever concept or machine he was building, and but we left it out because we didn't really have the time to film it, and
Okay.
I think it still works well without it, which is fine. Keeping it contained to just the one room, I think it works pretty well. I can go into so much more on that, and I'm going to. But first, do you have anything to say?
I really like that one. I think it's very very well filmed, like colored, and I love the sound effects. It's not like too loud, like it's all equal, and I think it's a really good bit. I showed it to my friend. So,
Really?
Yeah, she really liked it. So.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's so great. The lighting, that was all Nick. He's a great gaffer. Love him for that. So that's shout out Nick. Let's see. The camera work, honestly, not my best work. I think I was still very new to filming stuff. The camera is so shaky and sometimes quite out of focus, but that's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But I think my cinematography has definitely improved since then, especially with my directing project that I'm working on.
Okay.
So here's hoping that turns out well. Let's see. You mentioned a lot of the sound effects
Yeah.
that were great, and you were mostly complimenting the sound mixing, but I could talk about those sound effects. I get like the majority of my sound effects from games in my Steam library.
Oh.
I just go into my files, and I think I pulled sound effects from Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Black Mesa, and a couple of other games that I play all the time, because I'm a huge nerd for those games. I'm a huge geek. It was mostly Half-Life sound effects with a couple stock sound effects sprinkled in, and that's pretty much what I use like anytime I edit,
Yeah.
because they're just great and I love them.
Yeah, that's interesting. I only use like stock sound effects, like what's in the library, but I like that.
Yeah, like a lot of the sci-fi sounds with the machine, those are straight from Half-Life 2 and Black Mesa. Oh, and moving on to props. The Gene machine itself, it is comprised of an office chair, the microwave from the entertainment office, and wrapped in string lights from my dorm. And that is it. And we only even really see the machine itself once because it's so small and low down. that you know, all the other shots nearby it are, you know, it's out of frame.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took inspiration from that. I was struggling for weeks leading up to filming, like, what the heck am I gonna use to make this sci-fi machine? And over spring break, which was right before we filmed, I was binge watching The Whitest Kids You Know, which is another sketch comedy show. It's a classic. Love their stuff. And whenever they have a sci-fi sketch with any sort of machine or device, it's usually just regular household items or office supplies with like lights and wires wrapped around it. And I said, well, screw it. I'll just nab the microwave and wrap it in lights.
Well. No, I think it's really funny.
Thank you. Gosh, what else? Nick created a lot of bloopers. He is the best at creating bloopers. I think there were at least 3 instances of him just burping, just straight up burping, while Sophia was delivering her lines. He would just burp, and that's just something he does.
He just burps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you might have noticed he was wearing those little antenna on his head. That was his idea. He wanted to wear a little headpiece, and I said, "What the heck? Sure."
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of the characterization came from Nick and Sophia themselves. Let's see. Oh, one other thing. So these 2 characters' names are Dr. Cross and Dr. Green, which were initially placeholder names. Just while I was writing the script, I wanted to give them a name so I could refer to them.
Yeah.
And they stuck, of course, as placeholder names do. Those names also come from a video game. They come from Half-Life Decay, which I believe came out in like 2002. And it is, of course, it's another game in the Half-Life series, which, if you couldn't tell, I'm a huge fan of. And if anyone listening is a fan of the Half-Life series, I'm wearing a Lambda pin on my vest. I've had this for a couple years, made it myself. I gave them the names Dr. Cross and Dr. Green, named after the characters from that video game. Because, I mean, I think I get a lot of names like that from video games. Like, in a script I wrote, I named a character Dr. Hildern, which is from Fallout New Vegas. I mean, everything I write is just inspired by some nerdy, geeky stuff that I'm into.
I mean, yeah. That's where you should get it from. I really like, and I think I went over this episode with, or this bit with Sophia too, but I think I mentioned this to her, but I really like how when Nick is typing on the computer, it's just zooming in and out. And it's really funny to me.
Yeah, that you know, the classic green hacker code that was displayed on the screen. It was just I went on Google, I downloaded like green code GIF on Google, downloaded it. It was just open in my gallery. So he was typing and he was hitting like the space bar or whatever, and it was bringing up a menu. And him accidentally like closing the computer and bringing up like the task manager or whatever, that was his idea. In fact, the first time he did it, I did not realize that it was intentional, and I ended up cutting. And then we redid that take, and it came out fine, which is great. But I mean, Nick brought it to life, that character. So I love him.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna find another one, and we'll be back.
Yo, what up, Doc? Got my science project right here.
All right. We just watched Average High School Science Fair.
Yes, that one was written by Andy. I think that was his first sketch for the show. Because he's new to the show, and I think it was a great first sketch for him. He's a great writer, Andy. I only played a minor part in it. I was I don't even remember my character's name. I was some jerk who made a crappy paper mache volcano. Bit of a slacker type. Unfortunately, I did not actually make the paper mache volcano. That was made by Andy and a couple others the week before, because I think this was right after spring break around then.
Okay.
And of course, I was home for spring break, and then my flight got delayed, and I wasn't even on campus until like Monday night.
Oh, no.
Really early Tuesday morning, actually. But I digress. That sketch was just so fun to act in and to to read out in the writers' room. I think Vinny and Emma and of course Andy played their parts really well. I think the most challenging part of that was it was a live sketch with 2 sets, which is always tough. But we had the little crab plush for the crab, of course, and the initial method of we only had 1 crab. It was just the one we had, the red one.
Yeah.
And initially, in between the scene of Dr. Crowley falling down and waking up on his couch as a crab, since we only had the one, Anna would have to pick it up as the camera cut and rush over to the other set in like the span of 4 seconds, and it was not ideal. So I think the crabs were provided by Corey, who also used said crabs for her crab sketch, which she did last semester. Great sketch. I think it was last semester. Yeah, last semester. Something about the evil crab. Instead, in this one, it was the humans who were evil, as is many such cases. Evil humans turning people into crabs. But, Corey gave us another crab, the blue crab, which was good both for practicality and distinction of the 2 crabs.
Yes.
And I don't know, I love the characters Andy writes, and I love the characters Andy plays. He's very talented.
Yes. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to find another one. And maybe the last one. We'll see. I don't know. We'll be back.
I don't know, sweetie. Maybe he bought a few more Lamborghinis.
All right, we just watched the Kardashians go broke.
Oh, yes. That sketch, that was also the first episode of season 2. That was, of course, filmed digitally. That one, Kim Mohnacs, I played Kim Kardashian. I'm sure you can think of why they casted me as her. It was very fun playing Kim Kardashian. They gave me the wig, and of course, thankfully, since the Kardashians are broke in this sketch, I didn't have to buy any designer clothes that the Kardashians might wear. Now, I believe a lot of other people on the sketch that day, we've never watched an episode of the Kardashians in our life. We had no idea how these ladies spoke, acted. God, I can't even remember who wrote that sketch. It might have been, it was either Jillian or Brandon, I think. One of them wrote the sketch. I might even be completely wrong on that. If so, I am deeply sorry to whoever actually wrote the sketch. It was so long ago, and I have the memory of a pigeon. So, but it was great fun. I did notice when we were watching that, the only comment on the video was, "This is so good bad."
I did see that too.
As you can see, Grab Bag is loved and watched and appreciated by millions worldwide.
Yeah.
We are the best.
Yes.
And that was the first thing I acted in. I think that was filmed before even the practice episode, but I might be wrong. It might have been between practice and the real episode of season 1. So I probably filmed that sometime after playing that therapist character for the first time. And both of those were, of course, great fun. I really liked the pillow fight scene, where we were just beating the crap out of each other with pillows and purses. And I think it got cut off, but then I believe it was one of the other ladies in the scene threw their purse or pillow at Jillian when she walked in. And we did that take a couple times. So poor Jillian had to get pelted with that pillow several times until we got it right.
Yeah.
I remember that episode, of course, because it was the first episode of the season and I was new to the show. I told my friends to tune in, and one of my friends said, although he didn't find the episode funny, great supporting friends, he did find it hilarious when it just cut to that establishing shot of the dilapidated house for like a split second before cutting back to the video. And I think I noticed that you laughed when that came up too, because it's such a funny looking shot. Just a stock photo online, and it just cuts right to there. I don't think there's like any warning either. So it just kind of hits you in the face.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll find another one, and we'll be back.
I guess I just don't see the point in putting the SpaghettiOs in the bottle and then drinking it, you know? Like, my brother will dip Doritos and stuff in milk, which is kind of weird.
All right, we just watched my coworker's weird addiction.
Yes, also known internally as the water bottle sketch, the infamous water bottle sketch, and for many reasons, although not as infamous as I thought. I asked someone about it the other day. Well, actually, last night. It is Saturday, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. I asked someone about it last night, and she said she did not remember it, but I guess she just wasn't there for it. And I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not hallucinating its existence because we just watched it.
Yeah.
My God, that episode. I'm telling you, anything that could have went wrong on that set went wrong.
Oh.
Oh man. Okay, so it was a very long script in terms of sketches. You know, normally like 2, 3, 4 minutes, 5 at the max.
Yeah.
On this show, this script was I think like 8 or 9 pages.
Oh wow.
So that would have been very long. A lot of stuff got cut for good reason. I can't remember who wrote it. I think it might have been Brody and Jillian. Yeah, I think it was Brody and Jillian who wrote it, or at the very least, Brody co-wrote it with somebody.
Okay.
But I digress. First thing was, I don't think they allocated enough time. I don't think we allocated enough time to film. I think we tried to get it done very quickly, which was not ideal for a sketch that was supposed to be as long as it was.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because and also I think the order in which we filmed the scenes, I think that was a little out of whack. Like we drove all the way to Tyler's apartment for that scene at that character's apartment, and I believe we wanted to go back there at some point, but we hadn't filmed those scenes while we were there. We just filmed like the one.
Yeah.
So I think that ended up just I think something just ended up not happening there. A lot of stuff got cut out of that script, as I said. One other incident on that set was the scene towards the end where Vinny gets grabbed and pulled away into the darkness by Tyler. That scene went very, very poorly on one take, or at least in the process of setting it up. See, it was outside, right outside of Franklin. And it was nighttime. It was dark. It was a little chilly. It was raining a bit. Obviously, all the equipment was getting wet, so we were trying to be quick about it. And in our hastiness, we had improperly set up one of the GVM lights, and that GVM light, not having the proper support to stay upright, it did not stay upright. That GVM came down, and it just so happened that in its path as it was coming down, Katie was standing there. Katie got hit by a falling GVM light.
Oh no!
It was very bad. Of course, we sent her home.
Yeah.
Because thankfully it was not a serious injury. I think she just got knocked around.
Yeah.
But it was very unideal, and that resulted. I think it was that resulted in like half of the script being cut because it was so late. It must have been like 10 p.m. at that point. And I think it was like 10 p.m. on a Saturday or Sunday. So, a lot of us had classes if it was Sunday the next morning. So they just said, screw it. And they worked with what they had. And thankfully, it came out okay. And man, that was an experience. I think, we suffice to say, we learned to put the skills we learned in production safety to use from that point forward.
Yes. Well, I think it's funny because that sketch, Vinny's been on the podcast and Jillian, but you're the only one who's brought that one up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, maybe it's been scrubbed from everyone's memory but mine, and I'm next.
You're
but
next, yeah.
It's on the record now, and no matter how much they try to make you forget it, we won't.
Yeah, we won't forget it. It's here. It's on the podcast now. It's on the YouTube channel.
And
it's real.
I will not be taken out by any agents that come after me. So I want you to try.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's our last one.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about that you want to add, or just anything in general?
Let's see. There was something I thought about earlier, but it might have just escaped my brain anyway. I no, I think I've said all I can say about these sketches. I mean, I'm very, very glad I joined this show when I did. It's been a great experience overall. So shout out to Nick for recruiting me. Yeah, it was when I joined, I joined after I started working at the Student Resource Lab downstairs last semester, and Nick was training me. He was my training employee on my shift, telling me how to do things. And so we were chatting it up, and he said, "Hey, you should join this little show called Grab Bag." And I said, "Well, you know what the heck? Sure, why not?" And very, very glad I did. So thank you, Nick. And of course, thank you to everyone else who's worked on this show. And of course, thank you, Vallon, for having me on the podcast.
Of course. All right. Well, on that note, I think that'll be it. So thank you, Kim, for coming on.
Of course.
And I will see you next episode. I think it's going to be the last one, and Wyatt will be on it, our showrunner, our big bag.
And I have a sketch to be done next episode. So we can look forward to that.
Yes. So watch out for another Kim episode. And yeah, thanks for listening. And this was In the Bag, a Grab Bag behind the scenes podcast. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.